Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who's new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. Okay, so today, in today's video, we're going to do something that I got asked by you to do it. And I love that. I love that you're starting to give me inspiration or to ask Leorah, could you please do a video on this or could you do that? And it's not just wrapping tutorials, that's great. I mean, I also love that when you're asking me to do a tutorial on this or that look, but that is sometimes really hard for me because I've mentioned that before. I know I don't want to be repetitive, but when I'm not sitting down to do a tutorial, I'm really just wrapping my head and I don't really pay much attention to that. And then afterwards when you come and say, wow, I like that look, can you maybe do a wrapping tutorial on this? And then I think, oh, what did I do? I have no idea. And sometimes it's hard for me to recreate it, honestly, but that's okay. So please keep doing that. That's lovely and it's fine, and thank you. Okay, so I still haven't told you what we're doing today. Okay, so you know it from the thumbnail. That's good. I want to do today a video about my daily morning routine and how it is different from when I'm filming or from when I'm not filming. And one of you wrote that in the comments that she really wanted to know how does it affect if I'm filming or not, how long do I actually take to do my makeup when I'm not filming, and all of these things. So let's go into my morning routine. And I know my morning routine is a little bit crazy, so okay, so I never sleep, you know, I never sleep. So I'm getting up at 2:30 in the morning every single day except on Shabbat. So that means Sunday morning through Friday morning, I'm getting up at 2:30 in the morning. I'm taking a shower, I'm doing my skincare, putting on all my layers of skincare that I always do before I'm putting on my makeup. And while I'm doing that, I'm doing laundry and, you know, whatever, getting dressed. And at the latest 3:15 in the morning, I am actually already in the office to do editing. That's really how it is. And while I'm editing, I'm eating usually an apple or something and have a big coffee. And I'm sitting there editing for a little bit more than an hour. That's what I do. Excuse me. And I get done whatever I get done, and I hope that I always get at least one video done, because I'm pre-filming quite a bit. I'm trying to, because I always want to have a backup when I can't film for whatever reason, that I have something that I can upload to be in touch with you. Yeah, so I try to get one video done per day, or sometimes sometimes I need two days to finish one video, which is usually then for the new makeup releases or things like this that are really heavy duty work to edit. And especially because they're also very long. Usually they're something like between 25 to 35 minutes long in the end, so that is a lot of work. Usually it takes something like 2 days for me to edit it, because I don't have more time. I cannot spend more time to edit because, first of all, I cannot edit during the day. I know I've mentioned that already in, I think, the behind the scenes of YouTube tag. Because I don't have a computer that is strong enough for editing in my home. I have to be in my husband's office to edit my videos because he has a strong computer. I have a computer, but it is not strong enough to handle such big files. So that's why I have to do it when he is not using it, right? So fortunately his office is very close by, so that's okay. Anyway, I edit till at the latest 4:30. 4:30? Is it 4:30? Yeah, at the latest 4:30. I know I have to start doing my makeup by 4:30 if I'm filming or not. I have to start my makeup by then, because I usually need something like 1.5 hours. I know. But don't forget, this is my quality time. If I'm filming or not, this is my quality time. This is the best time of my day. When I'm sitting there, I'm doing my makeup, and I don't want to do it under pressure. Of course, I could do it much faster. I could maybe do it in 40 minutes, but where would be the joy, you know? So this is my playground, and then I sit and then I decide what kind of look I'm gonna do and things like this. So I don't want to have any crazy time pressure. I just can't have that, you know. After already having worked for like 2 hours, I want to have this time before I have to wake up my kids, and I know that my crazy day actually is only going to start now. I just want to sit, and I want to have that time for myself and spend it with me and my colors and with being creative. And that's what I do. So I do my makeup from 4:30 till about 6. At the latest 6:15. Then I have to rush to the kitchen and I have to prepare lunches for school for the kids, and or prepare breakfast, whatever, you know, whatever still has to be done. And at 6:30 I'm waking up the kids. In a moment I'm going to tell you what there is only slight changes when I'm filming, so this is all when I'm not filming, okay? So at 6:30 I'm waking the kids. At 7 o'clock we start eating breakfast as a family, and at 7 we are starting to eat. At 7:30 we are leaving the house to go. No, that's not true. Sorry. At 10 to 8. That's right. 10 to 8 we are leaving the house to go to school. So I'm dropping off the children at school, and my husband goes to pray to the synagogue, and then I come home. Usually then I have to clean up the kitchen, and usually I have to finish breakfast because I'm a very slow eater and I need to finish my breakfast in peace and quiet. So that's what I do. And then usually I have a photo shoot. So by then my makeup is already a couple hours old, so that's why I think I have a lot of experience on making my makeup last and not fade and look like this. Like now it is something like 11 o'clock in the morning, and that is, or almost noon, and basically for me it's almost evening because I've been awake for so long already. But so this is how my makeup looks, and I did not need a touch-up. So I'm really starting to get good at this, which is really good because I don't have time for touch-ups during the day, and I know I've told you this before already too. So anyway, and then at 9 o'clock I have a photo shoot. So sometimes I do it by myself using a remote control with my camera and via Bluetooth, and sometimes I have a photographer to take pictures. So yeah, so that's what I do. And then the normal work starts, you know. If I have a client or if I have other things to do, that's what comes after. Yeah. And like today, actually, when I have the luxury of filming during the day, that is actually awesome, because then I still have my quality time in the morning where I can just sit and do my makeup and just have leisure time. But yeah, so that is actually luxury for me. You know, when I have to film in the morning, then I have a little bit more pressure to do everything, because obviously when I'm here in the morning doing my makeup off camera, everything is the same. I'm dressed, but I'm not sitting here wearing my wrap. I just wear like a headband to keep my hair back so it doesn't interfere with doing my makeup. I don't have jewelry on and all of that. And when I'm filming, that is actually really the only difference that on camera and off camera is that's the only difference between on and off camera, that I have to be a little bit more put together because I have to have my wrap on, and I want to have some of my jewelry on at least when I'm filming for you. So that's the only difference. Other than that, what you see is what you get. I'm the same person on and off camera. Like when you see me downtown or somewhere or anywhere, this is how I'm gonna look. I'm not the kind of YouTuber that is filming at night, doing the tutorials, the makeup tutorials, and then, you know, washing it off and going to sleep. That I admire these kinds of people because, I mean, I can't. I want my makeup, this is my life. This is how I want to look, and this is true Leorah, you know? And you will never see me any other way, because this is my essence, this is me. So if you see someone walking around like this, it's most probably me. So yeah. I sometimes wish I could do my tutorials, the makeup tutorials, also during the day or something, so I don't have to do it in the morning when I know I have time pressure, because sometimes, obviously, sometimes something goes wrong, you know, the eyeliner is not straight or whatever, you know, and then you get this situation where you think, oh no, I have another 10 minutes, I have to finish everything, my lash glue isn't drying, and all of these things. So that is sometimes a little bit too much pressure, but I love it. I love it. I enjoy it so much. So that's what I'm doing. And for me, a lot of people, believe me, especially my mom and also my best friend and my husband and, you know, everybody, they ask me, is it really worth it? Isn't it crazy that you get up at that hour? Doesn't it destroy you? Yes, I'm really exhausted. But I know that this is the time of my life now. I have to do this now. You know, I cannot go and sleep now because stuff is happening in my life, and I love that. And this is now when I want to build my kingdom, and when I actually want to, I'm taking the reins into my hands, and I'm finally doing stuff for myself, and I finally found what the passion of my life is, and I made it into my job, and I love to be an influencer, and I would love to do that full time, you know, I would love to. So that's what I'm doing, and that's why I'm so super passionate about this, and that's why I don't care that I'm not sleeping. So don't worry, I go to sleep, I try to go to sleep every day before 10 o'clock, and I also get to sleep sometimes, no, actually almost every day in the afternoon once the kids are at home and the little kids are in bed. I do get to rest for like an hour, so I'm getting through the day. It's not like I'm not functioning during the day. Sometimes the English just pops out of my head, but that might be because I'm tired. So that's my mornings, and really it is not different from when I'm filming or not. It's always the same except on Shabbat. And sometimes even while I'm filming, I'm also editing. You know, when there is a cut in the video because I'm going offline or off camera to do my eyeliner or something, then I'm actually much longer offline than it would take to do my eyeliner, because I spent another 20 minutes editing or uploading to YouTube or something like this. So, and then I just cut it all together so it comes together as one video. Now, if you're not new here, you know that I'm also studying twice a week, which is then a little bit harder, because on those evenings I'm coming home pretty late, and then I usually still have to eat, because I usually don't eat out of the house because of my healthy eating issues that I insist on. And so that makes life sometimes a little bit harder, because I study from 5 till 9 until I'm home, until I get unready, until I then start to eat. So then it gets late, and then getting up at 2:30 the next morning is sometimes really, really hard. So I have to prepare everything like clockwork. So I know exactly, like my clothes are prepared already in the afternoon for that next day, and all of the things that I can take out of the evening routine that I can do earlier in order to declutter my evening, that's what I'm going to do. So in all of this, I'm trying to be super structured, and I love doing that because that's just how I am. I love to be structured, and I love going, you know, according to the clock, and know exactly what happens when, and my kids are raised that way. There are no coincidences in my life unless someone gets hurt or something like this, God forbid. Then of course everything changes, but in like normal life situations, everybody knows exactly what happens when. And yeah, I have to do that because with 7 kids and building a business and having a social media thing going on, you just really have to be structured a lot. Now, if you're asking yourself, how do my husband and my kids roll with this? it is a strain on the family, totally. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say it's all super easy and nobody suffers, because also my husband is working a lot, and all the kids need attention, and the household needs to be done, and the laundry needs to be done, the cleaning has to be done, the cooking has to be done, and everything it's not easy. But the kids are so proud of me. I've told you before that they think I'm a superstar, and that is lovely. You know, they say my mom is a model, and my mom is this, and it's amazing. I love that. Anyway, I have to tell them though sometimes, you know, I'm just a normal person, because I don't want them to hype me up in their minds like too much, because I don't think that's healthy. But I think that the fact that they are so proud of me really edges me on, you know, also to do more. And I actually want to do a video where I squeeze them all here so you can see them all in like one video. That would be great. Yeah, and my husband, anyway, he is amazing, and he is the one who really makes a lot for me possible. I mean, he has to be with the kids on those nights that I'm studying, and that is not easy for him, you know. So and he makes the equipment possible, and also my studies cost a lot of money, and he is my pillar of support, and I never thought it possible. A year ago I had no idea that any of this would be happening, not at all, and he made it possible, everything, you know. So I don't know, I just need to sit here and sing his praises all the time, because it's true, you know. He is actually such a blessing, and through all of this, I have met people, never met them personally for the most part, but so amazing people that I've met online through this, that have blessed me so much. And this is the happiest thing, the happiest place, and the best thing that has happened. I really have to tell you this, you know. I'm so happy, and I'm starting to feel like I'm owning this place, and maybe you also feel how the vibe is changing in my videos, that I'm actually starting to be more confident, and yeah, so maybe that's also because of the new equipment and all of these things. There are less restrictions on me, and yeah, I'm just starting to learn more things in how to edit and how to do it, and how to be smarter in how I film, so it is then easier later for me to work with this, and all of these things. I don't want to bore you, but yeah, all of this is part of my day, and I just need God's strength to carry me through. But I know that this is now the time. I cannot hesitate for a second, because I know that God is with me in this, and that He has blessed my hands, and I see that when I'm studying, I see that when I'm working, and I see that also on my channel. Yes, no, not every look turns out perfect. I know that. I'm not blind, but I see that God blesses my hands, and I want Him to bless my channel, and this is really a place of worship for me here, because I worship through colors, among other things. So that's what I'm doing, and that's my love, and that's my passion. And for my love and for my passion, I'm getting up at 2:30, and I'm working a lot. So, but that's what I do. So I hope that this video was sort of somewhat helpful to understand my life a little bit, and to see what I'm doing every morning while most of the people are still sleeping. But you know what is really beautiful? I get to hear the birds. I get to hear the birds sing their praises every morning. When the birds wake up, I've already worked like for 2 hours. So usually I'm then in the kitchen and getting a drink, and then I open the window and I hear the birds sing their first morning praises. And I love that, because this focuses me, because I know this is what I'm doing. I'm not singing it, but I'm doing it in what I'm doing, you know. And everybody has to sing their praises with whatever he does. So I'm just trying to blossom where I'm planted, and that's what I'm doing, and I try to live it, and I try to sparkle with this. So I just want to invite you to find your place where you can sparkle. Okay, my lovelies, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then give it a like. If you're new here, please subscribe to my channel, and I love having you here. So let's just meet here for my next video on my channel, and up until then, go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. I love you so much. Bye.